ETM3 will be giving her speech today from the Advanced Manual, Communicating on Video, project number 1, Straight Talk. The purpose of this speech is for the speaker to prepare and present an editorial designed to effectively present her opinion or viewpoint in a short time, designed for an on-camera presentation. The editorial should clearly present the news event or current issue that addresses and presents a reaction, or stand to the event or issue. The time limit is 3 minutes, and her speech is titled Opioid Epidemic. 3, 2, 1, go.
A little over a year ago, a dear friend of mine passed away. She was only 55 years old, so they had to do an autopsy. I was very surprised when I contacted her family members and they told me it was going to be months before the results of that report because of the opiate epidemic and the backlog in Cuyahoga County. I was shocked. Did you know that the opiate-related deaths have increased over 350% over the last couple of years? And it is now considered the #1 cause of death of people under 50 years old. It's no longer out there or on the streets. It's in our own backyards. This is an epidemic. So what are opiates? Opiates are drugs that can be natural or synthetic, anything from heroin to Benadryl, or prescription drugs such as morphine, Oxycontin, Vicodin. Now the challenge with this drug is it is extremely addictive. Someone just using it for 5 days can become addicted to these drugs. And because of its potency, it's one of the types of drugs that will continue to increase. In other words, what you take today, you'll need more tomorrow and more the next day. And the combining of some of these drugs can actually be lethal. Past users describe the experience of being on these drugs as an absolute life-threatening experience to have that next hit. And that the people that are addicted will do just about anything to get that next fix, whether it's legal or not. But nobody ever plans to be addicted to drugs. So how is this happening? Well, one of the ways it's happening is through prescription drugs. In fact, about 50% of the deaths are related to prescription drugs. Either the individuals overuse the drugs that are prescribed, or when the doctor no longer prescribes the drug, they're out on the streets. Another way is children getting in the medicine cabinet using their parents' prescription drugs. So if you know anyone that has prescription drugs and have children in the home, be sure you put those under lock and key so that the children aren't tempted. And another way is from peer pressure, random people that are met at a party, and of course drug dealers. So what are some of the indications of the use of drugs? Someone who is very lethargic or falls asleep easily. Pinpoint pupils of the eyes, and sudden acts that are very unusual, behaviors that aren't customary for that person. Something else you might want to be aware of is syringes around the house, or spoons and aluminum foil that are burned, rubber straps, unusual deliveries coming to the house, or even someone wearing long sleeves all summer long. These are indications that individual may be in trouble. And there are programs, such as Partnership for Drug-Free Children. But what's the biggest defense we have? And I believe the biggest defense we have is education. Education for ourselves, for our children, for our friends and relatives. The more aware and educated we are, the better equipped we will be to recognize when there's a problem and find a way to help that individual. We might be the only one that will be able to help them. We need to put an end to this epidemic.